most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Hales Corner Speedway Sim Series. Street stocks tonight at Volusia. I've got about 26 drivers checked in for the festivities this evening. Guys getting a little bit of practice in right now. Been a few days since I've been on with everybody, trying to get some new items figured out. Spent some time up in Tulsa at the Chili Bowl with my good friends from Tim Sims and down in Dirty Racewear. Got to see our friends from Lucas Oil and General Tires, super clean. Talked to a few drivers. Had a good time this week. But it is time to get back to the business of racing.
You get your inside
and getting these guys to let me know that the race control was wide open like that. I'm happy that they let me know about that. So things starting to pick up. Have some more shows this week for you. Dirt Slingers kicking off Wednesday night with their General Tires Winter Nationals. That's their Wednesday night Warriors Big Block Modified Series. Got General Tires to get on board with them for that deal. So don't forget to tune in for that. Say hi to Dominic in the chat, as I will be down handling all of the race control duties. Couple of minutes left here. We're going to get ready to go down track side for our opening ceremonies before we kick these guys off this round. Number 9, round number 5 for the street stocks. Has been a fantastic season thus far, and we expect a great show again from these guys here tonight. But the signal is given. It is time for us to go trackside for our invocation or national anthem. We come back. Qualifying will be on the track.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back just in time. The drivers are rolling out for qualifying. Put our eyes on the 7 machine of Tyler Goodwin here. Chris Johnson was quickest in the practice session. Mr. Johnson, not having a great season, has had nothing but bad luck after the first couple seasons. He was right where he needed to be. So maybe a little bit of extra seat time this week, and he is starting to crank things up. Watch the time start to roll in here. First time by Goodwin, 1962 quickest. Tefelsky. Duggar now. That's Kip Duggar jumping up to second. David Kinjerski. Been a while since we've seen the 15 car. Chris Johnson, 4th quickest. Second time around, no improvement for Tyler Goodwin. Kinjerski up to 3rd. Sievert jumped to 4th. Chris Johnson now takes 4th back. Kip Duggar. 2-1, so a 1964 for Kip Duggar. Was looking for the 11 machine. Cole Duggar on track. So we will watch the 11 machine. We'll see where he can put that machine. J.J. Schilling has yet to go out. James Fletcher, Jacob Crawford. None of those cars on track just yet. And I'm not really sure, but Duggar ties it, and it sounded to me like he lifted right there going through the timing line. So 1962 for him as well. Matt Urban on track. Urban up to 10th quick. 1976. Just waiting to see if Jacob Crawford goes out. Session's about over. Don't think he's going to have the time. So Crawford starting a little deep here. Urban, no improvement on his second lap. So it's Cole Duggar with your quick time for the evening. Tyler Goodwin, Kip Duggar, Chris Johnson, David Kinjerski, the top 5 as we prepare for heat race number 1. And we will run through our starting lineup. Not sure why the starting lineup is not showing where I wanted it to, but on to the pole. Going to be the Ambos Motorsports number 88 of Bo Ambos. And on his outside, in the Brother Brothers Racing number 46, John Brunner. Your second row inside, going to be the 15 of David Kinjerski, and on the outside of him, in the 11 car, your quick qualifier for the evening, Cole Duggar. Dan Tafowski will start the 40 machine on the inside of the third row with Keegan Busch in the 27. That's a Busch Motorsports entry on his outside. And in the Black Flag Racing, number 10, starting shotgun on the field, going to be Tony Ichkowski. Quick look at our information here. Street stocks at Volusia. It's 80 degrees outside. Got 45% humidity. Light breeze there, 6 miles an hour. So lights off on the pace truck. We're going to go green. Turn number 4. We'll see where that 11 car ends up. Ambos, always tough in the street stocks, and we'll see where the 88 machine gets us started. If he can hang on, maybe bring home a win, lock himself into the feature. Top 4 are automatically locked in. Everybody else will have to go through the B main. Green flag in the air. Into 1 and 2. And it looks like Ambos is going to grab the lead. Kinjerski's going to try to work by on the inside. Take second, but Brunner hangs tough. They are dead even for second and third going into 3 and 4. Lap number 1 will go to the 88 of Bo Ambos. Kinjerski's second by about half a car over Brunner right there. John Brunner now trying to not fall in the clutches of Duggar. He goes way wide, going to give up 2 spots. Had a shot at Kinjerski, gave that up, gave up third to Duggar, gives Duggar a shot in the back end. So, Ambos, Kinjerski, Duggar, and now Brunner trying to hang on to fourth, and he's got Keegan Busch, the 27 car, right there in his hip pocket. And Busch just looking for an opening, trying to get around. Duggar looked for an opening on the inside of Kinjerski. Tried to move him up the hill, didn't work out for him. He's going to hang on to third. Kinjerski tried to close in and show the nose to Bo Ambos. You see Kinjerski working down on the bottom. That time Duggar got a great run through the middle of 3 and 4. And Duggar's going to take the spot at the line. We'll see how he hangs on here in 1 and 2. He's found something right in the very center of the track. Cole Duggar coming around to the 5 to go mark is now taken over Second place from David Kinjerski, and Brunner has gotten himself some breathing room away from Bush. Tefelsky and Ichkowski a good distance back here. But those two battling each other for 6th and 7th. But it is all Ambos. And he's running just about that same exact line that Duggar used to get around Kinjerski. A little bit of a split here. You can see the live time between the cars. That's your leader, 88 of Ambos, and then it's barely 2/10 back to Duggar, and that has been shifting around where they're going in and out of the corners, and Duggar's getting good drive on the exits, closing up. He just cannot go anywhere. Coming around, white flag, this time by... Oh, maybe next time. Says 2 to go, did not change. It must jump a little early. New overlays, and we are still learning exactly how these work. On the old overlays, it didn't change till they got down to turn 1. But this new set seems to be pretty much Johnny on the spot, as we got a great battle for the lead right there. Contact. 3 wide into 1, more contact. Ambos now across the track into Duggar. Kinjerski takes the lead. Brunner is second. So a whole lot happened right there in the span of a front stretch. Kinjerski's going to win it. Then Brunner, Bush, Tefelsky is going to get a transfer spot. And then Ichkowski, Duggar, and Ambos. And those guys are going to have to work out of the B main. But a whole lot happened right there. From the exit of turn 4 to the entry of turn 1. Duggar got to the outside. Kinjerski got down to the inside. And there was a little bit of contact with the two cars, middle and outside, Ambos and Duggar. And Kinjerski went into one and... right rear fender into the left rear corner, and calamity ensued from there. So let's get down over here and let's get a look at our starting lineup. On the pole, going to be the 43 machine of Reed Rundle, and on his outside in the 48, that'll be Matt Urban. Here, second row, the Central Services Racing, number 22 of Nate Sievert. Starts inside, outside. It'll be that 7 car of Tyler Goodwin. We've kind of focused on him during qualifying. Your third row inside. Dean Burnt will start the 17 car there, and then Dean Gagliano in the 34 on the outside of that. And a 1525 Motorsports entry of Jacob Crawford will start. On the back row, no qualifying time for that 2 car, so shotgun. And we won't say Shotgun Johnny. We'll call him Shotgun Jacob, and we'll see what he can do. Always fast, always a threat to get to the front, but he's got 3 or 4 really, really strong cars, and then he's got 2 more that are really good. Getting around in the street stock, so he's got his work cut out for him starting 7th. In this one, we may see this 2 car as we make a stacked B main out of tonight's race. Just have to see where it all shakes out, but they're going to go green out of 4 next time. Can be, Peter. It can be. Just what is he going to do and when is he going to do it is the only thing you can think about. All right, so we're going to go green this time. Drivers will wait for the green flag to be displayed on the initial start. Rundle inside, Urban outside.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. Heat number 2 underway. Into turns 1 and 2 again. Side by side. They come out of turn number 2, and Urban grabs the advantage off the top side of turn number 2. Tyler Goodwin trying to follow him through. Both cars get around Reed Rundle. Rundle goes from the point to 3rd. Lap number 1 into the books. Nate Sievert is sitting here in 4th. Then Dean Burnt, Jacob Crawford up to 6th. Crawford went wide in 1 and 2. He's going to have to stop doing that if he's going to come closer to the front. He's got to get around Burnt, then he's got to go chase down Sievert. At the front, nose to tail, the 46 and the 7. That's Urban and Goodwin. They put a gap on Reed Rundle And Rundle's got about 5 car lengths on Nate Sievert, so your top 4. Out there, here comes Jacob Crawford, the inside of Burnt. Did not have enough momentum. A little contact there. Burnt's out of shape. Crawford goes high. More contact between the back 3 here. A lot of paint and metal sharing going on, and Crawford's going to go right back to 7th. So we're going to go to the front. Urban got wide, opened the door. Goodwin got there. Rundle followed him through. Move Urban back to 3rd, and Sievert is right there now, challenging for the 3rd spot. Good battle thus far. We'll go check on our leaders here. Rundle trying to show the nose to Goodwin. Just about had it in there. Falls back in line. We're going to be 4 to go this time around. That time Rundle with a good drive in early. Cuts it down low. New leader. 3rd leader of the race. Reed Rundle this time. He puts the 43 machine out front, but Goodwin's going to make a run out of 2. Try to come back. Didn't quite have it. You can see your front 4 all right there. One mistake is going to cost you a lot of positions. 3 to go. Rundle still out front. Ooh, little bump right there. Urban into Goodwin. And it makes me wonder because I see damage in the left-hand door of the 46 car, and I'm wondering if maybe Goodwin moved Urban to make that pass, and now Urban coming back to put a little bit of pressure, maybe bend a little sheet metal on the 7 car as well. It's going to be white flag this time around. Crawford got back around Gagliano for 6, but he is probably going to work from the middle of the B main tonight to try to get into the features. The white flag is in the air. You can see your top 4. Those are your transfer spots. Rundle, Goodwin, Urban, and Sievert. And unless something drastic happens here in 3 and 4, that is how they're going to finish. Urban took a shot and it wouldn't stick. Rundle wins it. Goodwin, Urban, Sievert. In that order, Burnt, Crawford, and Gagliano will wrap it up, and those 3 cars will be in the B main here shortly. So we will get down here and look at the starting lineup for our 3rd heat race. On the pole, the Fisher Motorsports number 41 of Ryan Fisher. And on his outside, the Team Outlaw Motorsports number 74 of Peter Brees. Another Team Outlaw entry inside row number 2. That's the 19 of Sean Judson. And his partner on the outside, Kip Duggar in the 48. Colin Skinzalewski, the 5 car inside row number 3. Jason Enoch, that's the 66. Shotgun on the field. That is going to be a Brandon Hull entry. That is Jason Schilling in the 70 car. So J.J. Schilling, new paint on that car. Black and white this week. And he is going to start shotgun. Schedule starting to fill in here at the Dirt Racing Network. Not tomorrow night, but next Monday. Dirt Slingers is back with the 360 Winged Series, a Monday Night Thunder. That's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern. And depending on their car counts, they are doing 360 wingless sprint cars. Immediately following that, this Wednesday Night Warriors, General Tire's Winter National Series. Kicking off for the big block modified guys. Found out that PRO will be back early in February. So that'll fill in on Tuesdays. Schedule's starting to get pretty full again. I know Thursday night's NASCAR is Dominic Series. So we're getting back to it. The green flag back in the air. Heat race number 3. And Peter Brees got a great run from the outside to get this thing started. He is going to head down the backstretch with the lead. Kip Duggar pulled along the outside of Ryan Fisher. That's the 048 car you see up there. Fisher stuck down the bottom. He's going to be 3 wide. Judson thought better of it, backed it up just a little bit. Let that kind of single out, and he's going to grab 4th. As Kip Duggar got around and took second away, moved Fisher back to third. Fisher got company, almost 3 wide. J.J. Schilling down on the bottom. Judson was in the middle. Contact between Fisher and Judson. That's going to open the door and let Schilling go from 7th to a transfer spot. He's got 4th, but Enoch not quite content to just let him have it, and Enoch's going to try to work around the inside there and put that 4th spot in his pocket. Make Schilling be the first car on the outside looking in. Now slide into the corner. Schilling with an advantage. He'll probably take the spot cleanly down the backstretch. Big run out of the corner. Make it Reese, Duggar, Judson, Schilling, Enoch, Fisher, and Skinzalewski in that order. No, there's contact between Enoch.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Enoch and let's go back and have a quick look here. Enoch got down the corner, just got that right rear. Or the left rear, excuse me, got the right front up under the left rear. And he turns around the 70 of J.J. Schilling. So those two will go to the back. Enoch will take the tap out and go all the way to the 7th spot. I'm not sure if you were talking about this one or the last one. We don't have a 17 in this one, Dylan, but a little bit of tap here or there, and some of these guys can really get out of shape. So another lap of pacing. We will get one to go this time. Brees, Duggar, Judson, Fisher. Ryan Fisher into the transfer spot here. Skinzalewski behind that, then Schilling and Enoch. And Schilling was up there. He was hanging on to 4th. He had started 7th, moved his way up to 4th before getting turned. So we're going to restart 2 wide. Should have 5 to go when they drop the green. Pace truck headed in. Just waiting on Peter Brees to find the throttle. He does so. Green flag back in the air. Schilling was pushing on Fisher. He got around Skinzalewski there. He's 5th right now, side by side for 2nd. 4 to go this time. Judson down on the bottom. Kip Duggar. The 048 up on the top. 3 wide. That time Fisher shot through there. Threaded the needle. Kip Duggar went from a battle for 2nd to 5th place before we could get from turn 3 to the end of the front stretch. And now he's falling back. J.J. Schilling moves around and puts himself in 4th. And Fisher's going to try to go around the top side of Judson. Schilling gave Judson a little bump in the back right there through the middle of 3 and 4. He's going to work his way around the top. Try to take 3rd away. Does just that. Out of 2 down the backstretch. Move Judson back to 4th. Everybody chasing Peter Brees. Brees has the lead coming to 2 to go right here. Then it's Fisher, Schilling, and Judson, your top 4. Kip Duggar in 5th right there, trying to put some pressure on. Look for the mistake out of the 19. Didn't do it that time. Brees and Fisher get together down the backstretch. Now Schilling trying to take advantage. Goes way low. 3 wide at the line to take the white flag. Schilling going to try to go 2 for 1 and steal the lead out of this holdie. Brees way wide. He's going to lose 2 spots. Fisher coming to the line. Doored by the 70 of Schilling. And Schilling trying to go worst to first in this thing. It's not going to happen. Fisher wins it. Then Schilling. Kip Duggar comes back for a transfer spot. And Peter Brees will hang on for that fourth and final direct transfer. Judson, Skinzalewski, and Enoch are going to be in the B main. So, Heat 4, going to be the Team Davis, number 35 of Zach Krieger on the pole with the Brandon Hall Motorsports, number 32 of Skylar Wood on his outside. Your second row inside, Team Outlaw Motorsports driver in the 069, Scott Bittinger. And on the outside of him will be the 112 of Chris Johnson. Randy Brunner will start the Brother Brothers Racing number 64 inside of row number 3 with Mike Lemanchik on his outside and James Fletcher in the 75. Been a while since we've seen Fletch on track. And I think Fletch and Lemanchik will probably just 75 of Fletcher problems. He's parked the car over in turn number 2, right up against the fence. Now is going to get it rolled away. A little bit of a blink right there as well. Not sure. Fletcher's car no longer showing in the server. But we're going green this time with Krieger and Woods on the front row, then Johnson and Bittinger, Brunner and Lemanchik.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Skylar Wood, as expected, great jump off the top side. He'll have the lead. Here comes Johnson through with him. And Johnson got a great pull down the backstretch. Johnson's going to go from outside row number 2 to the lead going into turn number 3. Can he hang on to it? Slides it up in front of Skylar Wood. Give lap number 1 to Chris Johnson side by side for second. Wood off the top side now is going to take the spot away. Move Krieger back to third. Randy Brunner hanging on to fourth. Scott Bittinger sitting right there tightly for that final transfer spot. Just getting good at the back. The last 2 transfer spots up for grabs. 3 cars vying for 2 spots. Chris Johnson still out in front. Skylar Wood, Scott Bittinger side by side for second and third. And then fourth and fifth, Zach Krieger and Randy Brunner. That time Krieger went from the inside all the way to the very top, slammed the door. Parked the 35 out in front of Randy Brunner that time. Brunner trying to come back here in 3 and 4. He's going to pull to the inside and go there in 1 and 2. Slides it up. Big contact. That's going to put Krieger into the outside fence. Heavy damage to the 35 car. I'm not sure that car is going to drive at all straight anymore. As Brunner in hard up the hill and just pancake Krieger into it. That's going to give Brunner that 4th spot. They've worked it out for second and third. Wood took it from Bittinger. But everybody chasing Chris Johnson with 4 to go. Zach Krieger takes the car off the track. James Fletcher is making laps, but he is not currently shown on the lead lap. Well, maybe he is. Maybe it's going to update right here. Let me see if it changes. And yeah, it is going to show you the very tail end of it. And with very few laps to go, he will probably end up finishing somewhere in the 7th place range right there. But Chris Johnson right now out in front of this thing, and he is out there by about 1.6 seconds over Bittinger. Bittinger got back around Wood. Wood in third, and then Randy Brunner. And he may have a battle here. Mike Lemanchik trying to get in here, and in his first run in the series, grab a transfer spot out of a heat race. Go straight to the feature tonight. The white flag in the air for Chris Johnson. Already out of turn number 2, and he has stretched it out over 3 seconds now. It looks like he's going to the A main directly from his heat races. He'll pick up the win. Then Scotty Woods, Scott Bittinger, and Randy Brenner going with him. Lemanchik, Krieger, and Fletcher going to be in our B main. That should be getting underway next. So heat racing all done. We will get ready to go down and look at our starting grid. For our last chance qualifier, it's going to be Tony Itzkowski and Dean Burnt in the front row. Sean Judson and Mike Lemanchik in row number 2. Cole Duggar, Jacob Crawford will make up row 3. Colin Skinzalewski and Zach Krieger in the 4th row. Bo Ambos and Dean Gagliano in row number 5. And Jason Enoch and James Fletcher, if Fletcher makes the call here, will round out our field as they get ready to roll off. Just waiting to see if 75 car pops in at the very back on the outside. He does not. And I think these guys are going to be ready to go. No more qualifying. Did that help you, JJ? Quick shout out to my man Tim Nichols. I know they're on their way back, and they had some trouble with the tow vehicle earlier today, and I hope everything is better for them, and they get all the way back to Ohio safely. We'll be checking in with him tomorrow to see how everything went. Have them guys getting all set up, ready to go for Wednesday. The big blocks. Make sure you don't miss that. That's going to be a big show. We're going to fill the server all the way up. Going to be a lot of drivers ready to go for that series this season. 12 laps, the distance. Taking 4 cars. $25 laps for our feature tonight. All right, green flag in the air. LCQ underway. Itzkowski. Good start for the 10 car. We'll see where he comes out. In turn number 2 is Dean Burnt. The 17 had a great run off the top side, and it's not enough to get there. Itzkowski leads him into 3 and 4, goes right through the slick. Now Burnt's got a good run off the top side. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Dean Burnt. 17 car, then Itzkowski, Duggar, and Judson. Here comes Crawford in behind. Jacob Crawford, the 2 car. In 5th, trying to get into a transfer spot. Around the top side, he's going to pull alongside Itzkowski. Didn't quite have it that time. And now has it off the top side, so put Itzkowski on the hot seat. Here comes Judson. Here comes Ambos. That's 5th and 6th. Good evening, Tiny Dancer. Side by side, tiny bit of contact. Itzkowski and Crawford. Now Itzkowski up the hill into the slick. Got good bite off the bottom when the car came back down the hill, and he's hanging on tough right here. Crawford still in fourth. Ambos now goes way to the bottom. Little contact with Ichkowski. These two trying not to wreck and trying not to lose momentum, and both of them lose the momentum regardless. Oh, Burnt got contact from Crawford as Crawford tried to go in there deep in 1 and 2 and go from third to the lead. He's alongside Duggar right now. Sean Judson up into the fourth spot. Around Tony Iskowski, Bo Ambos right behind him. Everybody's still in a group right here. You can see all the way back to Enoch. Enoch is ninth. Everybody wants to make this show. Nobody wants to get left out. Battle for third. Judson on the inside of Burnt. Crawford got the lead away from Burnt. Duggar came with him. Burnt fell back to third. Now he and Judson going to battle. Side by side. Burnt takes the advantage out of two. It's side by side for the sixth spot. Fifth and sixth right there. That's Ichkowski and Ambos. Ichkowski up the hill. Checks the car pretty hard. Zach Krieger right in the mix right there with those guys. Good battle here. Krieger, Ichkowski, Ambos. That battle might be over now as Ambos is into fifth. He's got his sights set on the 19 car of Judson. Judson trying to get up here. Pressure. Dean Burnt. He'd like to put Burnt on the bubble. Make the pressure all sit on that 17 car. Laps winding out pretty quick. Crawford and Duggar pretty far out in front here. About 10 car lengths over these guys. 2 to go that time by. Oh, car's out of shape back here. That's Krieger. That was Zach Krieger. And Krieger into the corner. Now coming through. Oh, contact from Ichkowski. Just couldn't keep that on the bottom. Enoch has nowhere to go. Lemanchik, same deal. And you can see the 35 to 66 all in the infield. So with 2 to go. Crawford, Duggar, Burnt, Judson, Ambos. We're not scrolling. Why are we not scrolling? Well, we'll keep our look here. We know we had 2 to go. Yeah, we're not connected right there for some reason. All right, lights still on in the pace truck. 2 to go. Excuse me. Crawford, Duggar, Burnt, Judson, Ambos, Skinzalewski, Gagliano, Lemanchik, and Ichkowski. Enoch, Krieger, and Fletcher all done for the evening. All right, pace truck hard left into the infield.
Green flag, green flag.
Crawford back on the throttle. 2 to go this time. Burnt trying to hang on to third. Judson under fire from Ambos. Ambos has the inside. All the momentum off that top side. Ambos able to hang on. Contact there. Both cars go around. This could be a caution. White flag's in the air. Probably will not be a caution. Crawford slipped out of 2, and Duggar's got to run. Battle for the win. Coming out of the LCQ. Out of 4, Crawford picks it up. Then Duggar, Dean Burnt, and Bo Ambos got to run 4th. Iskowski 5th. Skinzalewski, Gagliano, Lemanchik will be rounding things out. So we will see the 2 car in tonight's A main. The 11, the 17, the 88 all transferring through. These guys will have a couple of minutes, or it looks like about a minute, for a warm-up session. And they will probably take full advantage of this. Get a look so you can see how worn the track currently is. Trying to move the top line just a little bit wider and see if we can open it up so the bottom is a little more effective. Because it looks like if you get down there right now, you are not going anywhere. We'll be back here next Sunday night. I saw a wheel come off of that car, but we'll be back here next Wednesday night. Pro Late Models back on tap for these guys. Right back here at Volusia round number 5 for that series. So we will get ready to run through our starting lineup. With the 8 car invert, it is going to be the 32 of Skylar Woods on the pole with J.J. Schilling on his outside. Tyler Goodwin and John Brunner in row 2. Chris Johnson and Ryan Fisher in the 3rd row. Reed Rundle, David Kinjerski going to start in that 4th row. Keegan Bush and Matt Urban will make up a row number 5, a row 6. That is going to be Kip Duggar and Scott Bittinger. That's Sievert and Tofelski, Brunner and Breeze, Duggar and Crawford, Ambos and Burnt in behind that. A lot of these guys transferred in from last 4 anyway. The last 2 rows transferred in from the B main, and Wood on the pole going to get us started. Hey, Mr. Nichols, see you in the chat, man. That's not good. That's not good at all. Keep an eye on it. I know how you like your trannies, and I know leaky ain't one of the ways. So keep us updated. Let us know how you're doing, buddy. Make sure you get home good and safe. We are going green this time. Feature Hill Corner Speedway Sim Racing Series. Street stocks tonight, round number 5.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Woods and Schilling on the front row. Schilling's going to try to go straight to the point off the top of 2, and he is going to do just that. Wood got a good run down the backstretch in the tacky stuff, and he pulls right alongside, side-by-side battle. Who's going to lead lap number 1? I think it's going to be the 70 car. Schilling, Woods in 2nd. Goodwin into 3rd, and it is a mad scramble behind that. 4 wide. For the 4th spot, already damage on the left side of the 46 car. Somebody got a wheel in there, put it in the door. Same thing with the 41 machine. Chris Johnson's going to grab 4th here out of turn number 4 at the end of lap number 2. Let's see how this thing is back. There we go. Now she's working like she's supposed to. Like that a lot. You'll see at the top, still 23 laps to go. 22 this time around. Goodwin. Woo, all up inside that car. He and Woods, them two cars were one inside the other like there was a bunch of warp going on. Wood now with a smack into the wall at the end of the backstretch. He falls into third. Goodwin up to second. Chris Johnson still hanging on to fourth, but here comes Ryan Fisher up the inside. Fisher with the 41 car rolling good on the bottom. Slides across the nose, gets a shot in the pants for that. Opens the door for Brunner to make a run. John Brunner in the 46. Trying to get in there. Take fourth away. Reed Rundle from his 8th starting position
All right, man. Caution
has
out.
caution. Bo Ambos. 88 car got out of shape. Got some help from Randy Brunner. Both cars sideways. I think both cars are going to be able to continue, as they have driven them both away. Yeah, that is going to change every time, so we'll just keep it the way it is. It is Schilling, Goodwin, Wood, Fisher, Brunner, Rundle, Johnson, Bush, Sievert, and Kinjerski in our top 10 right now. They're going to keep scrolling through because there's cars on pit road. Look at Ryan Fisher. He sits 4th right now. Driver's going to get filed in 2 by 2. 19 laps remaining, so about 6 laps completed in this one. All Schilling took the lead from the outside of the front row. Goodwin was out there with him. He moved up to second. They moved the pole sitter, Skylar Woods, back to third, and then Ryan Fisher up 2 spots already from the start. Schilling on the throttle, green flag back in the air. The pace truck barely made it to pit road, and JJ was on the throttle. Woods went to the bottom, kind of had to stay there really off the restart. There were already cars on his outside, and he is fighting, hanging tough right there. Going to give up third now to Fisher. Going to try to cut off Rundle, and just about took the nose off the 43 car. And I'm sure Mr. Rundle not going to be super excited about that move, and he is going to move to the inside in 3 and 4, try to hang on. Push Woods up a little wide, find some grip here on the exit, and try to get that 43 car into the 4th spot. He does just that. Now he can focus on chasing down the front 3. Battle at the front. Schilling got in there, and I think he and Goodwin had a little contact, and Goodwin to take full advantage of it. He is going to move the 7 car to the point, as they had just a touch of contact down in 1 and 2. So Goodwin to the point, Schilling, Fisher, and Rundle. Then Chris Johnson up to 5th as he's working around the inside of Woods. Sievert and John Brunner battling back here. That is 7th and 8th. Slow car on the inside. That's Randy Brunner. He's going to take 64 car back to the infield. Car just rolling out of the pits. Dan Tefelsky brought the 40 car out. He is way behind the field. So we'll go back and look at your leader. Goodwin. Now Schilling. Schilling's in a battle. Here comes Reed Rundle. Rundle already up 4 spots, looking for more as he looks to the inside of Fisher. That's for a podium spot. So we are down to 14 to go. Reed Rundle, 43 machine, following the 70 of Schilling. Fisher got a little wide, came back down the hill, almost contact between he and Rundle. Great battle going on right here. Fisher going to have the spot. Oh, Schilling bumps the fence in the middle of the backstretch. He is going to have to try to keep the 70 car in front of the 41, keep that momentum, build it all back, and close the gap if he wants to come home with a win tonight.
All right, man.
Caution out. John Brunner this time. Brunner, the 46 car, right in the center of the screen right there, into 1 and 2. Got a little bump from the 15 of Kinjerski, then some more help. Going to go, that was not Duggar, that was Matt Urban that tapped him. He gets the car spun around. So, looking at Ryan Fisher right here. Yeah, that's going to keep shuffling, so we'll just let it go. Leave these guys here. "12 laps remaining. Goodwin is Schilling, Fisher, Rundle, Johnson, Sievert, Woods, Kinjerski, Urban, and Cole Duggar. Inside your top 10 right now. Looks like Nate Sievert, our big mover. He's up 8 spots. He and Cole Duggar both, but he is in 6th and Duggar is in 10th. Our big loser so far, John Brunner. Brunner back 14 positions. He is back in, make it 15 positions as he is back in 19th. These cars get formed up 2 by 2 again. Going to be 10 laps to go when we take the green. So numbers rubbed off of many vehicles here. You saw on the outside of the second row there, most of the 43 gone off of Rundle's car. Ready to go back to the green flag. Going to be 11 to go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. And Goodwin got a great start. I thought Schilling was going to have something down on the bottom and just couldn't make it materialize. Now it's a battle for third. Rundle's got the high side. Woods tries to slide across the nose and park it in on him. Rundle cuts underneath. Now Rundle maybe looking for the slider line. He did not have enough momentum getting down in there. And Ryan Fisher going to hang on to third, at least for the time being. We'll see what happens down here in 3 and 4. It looks like 3 and 4 is a better corner through the middle. And not this time. Fisher with enough momentum. Here comes Chris Johnson on the top side to challenge for 4th. He could make this 3 wide for 3rd right here. Decides not to cut it down. Battle for the lead starting to shape up as Schilling had the nose on the inside of Goodwin. They fall back. Oh, slow car. Dean burnt down on the bottom, trying to get out of the way, trying to take the 17 onto pit road. He's going to get it there. Caution as he missed it just a little bit. Getting it into pit road. Got the car stopped. He was trying to turn it in, and it just kind of seized up on him and stopped. So that's what's going to cause our caution. And no, Tim, that's our graphics in and out when I do that. That's what you're hearing, buddy. So Schilling trying to clean some mud off the nose of the 70. Gets up under the back bumper of the 7 machine of Tyler Goodwin. Goodwin, since he's taken the lead, has held on. He's going to have to do it for at least 7 more laps. Yeah, Crawford now showing inside the top 10 here. This cycle all the way through, lights still on the pace truck. So Goodwin, Schilling, Fisher, Rundle, Johnson, Sievert, Crawford up 10 spots into the 7th spot. Wood, Duggar, and Kinjerski still your top 10. So if we're going to do hard charger right at this moment, would be Jacob Crawford plus 10, Nate Sievert plus 8. So single file. Just the laps. We're clicking them off a little at a time here. 6 to go when we get the green. Right now, your podium is Crawford, Schilling, and Ryan Fisher. Reed Rundle right there, ready to pounce if anybody in front of him makes a mistake.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air once again. Amen. 7 laps to go. Goodwin got a good start. No challenge this time. Fisher trying to get a run on Schilling. Cuts to the inside. He may have the nose in there this time. Now goes to the high side as Schilling went to the bottom. Fisher trying to get a run down the backstretch off the top side. Just enough grip on the bottom to keep Schilling in the spot. Schilling running right through the slick. Kind of making this work for himself. Rundle sitting in 4th. Johnson's in 5th, trying to find a way to get around and get on the podium. Meanwhile, Goodwin's starting to pull away. He is out 0.8 of a second. Side by side now as Fisher got 41 car inside the 70, brings it up the hill, puts it on the nose of the 70, makes Schilling back it down. Schilling's going to come back in 3 and 4. Fisher off the top side, enough momentum, takes the spot cleanly away. It's open door for Reed Rundle on the top. Can he take a podium spot away from J.J. Schilling? Down the backstretch, Schilling comes up the hill. Big door bang into Rundle.
All right, man.
Rundle didn't lift. That's going to change things a little bit as we have another incident on the track. Peter Brees? No, that's not who crashed. And it shows a lot of cars in the crash zone right now, and I'm not sure which one did what, but I know why the caution came out, and that's going to be because the 17 car is parked right at the entrance to the track off pit road, and he has passed the green cone. So these guys just did a little bumping and grinding under caution. That's why it's showing us cars crashing. So the 17 car of Dean Burnt back here. He was stopped right at the entrance to the track there in turn 1 and 2. And he was past the green cone. That is a signal to iRacing that you are on the racetrack. And if you stop right there, we're going to get a caution as long as there are vehicles coming, and that corner was filled up with cars. So that is why we got the caution. So 2-lap shootout. Goodwin, Fisher, then Schilling, and I think Reed Rundle's got to be pounding the steering wheel in the 43 car because he was going to make the pass right when the caution came out. Hardy had the nose out in front of the 70 car, and that's going to relegate him back to having to try to do this again in 2 laps. So he is going to have to time it up perfect, get a great start. As we are about to go back to green with a 2-lap shootout to wrap this one up here.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. We're going to keep our eyes back here on that transfer spot, or on the podium spot, excuse me. Rundle and Schilling both got pretty good starts comparatively to one another. Goodwin rockets out in front. That time Schilling goes deep into 3, had to check it up. That closes things up, and now Sievert is taking a peek on the inside of Rundle. That may squash Rundle's idea of trying to cut down low and throw a slider down here at the other end of the track, as the 22 is already there. That time Schilling had a good run out of 2 and then lost it all down the backstretch. Fisher goes in low in turn number 3. Goodwin definitely going to pick up the win here, and then it's going to be Fisher and Schilling. Rundle 4th and Sievert in that 5th and final spot. Top 3 going to come around on the front stretch. We'll try to talk to these guys. All right, we are going to get them right about there. Yeah, that'll work out really, really nicely. Oh, we'll get our top 3 drivers up here. Give us just a second here as we start shuffling drivers around. All right, let's drag our drivers in here. Yes, see, that's not going to work. All right, so let's get JJ Schilling up here. JJ, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, man, you started last in your heat. You worked your way up, made a transfer spot. Looks like you started outside the front row tonight, and you come home third, man. Tell us about the feature.
Yeah, I would say I was doing pretty good, holding my line, making sure that he passed where he should have passed clean, but guess he didn't. And I don't know what to say about it. My car kind of got junked in the left rear. Felt like kind of got dirtied, but oh well.
Well, still a good run. You're on the podium, and that's good for the points. It looked like the track kind of moved out and went 2 lanes there, especially towards the middle of the race. And you were doing a great job of holding your own there right in the middle. What were you finding in the slick?
Yeah, just like we talked about earlier in the season, momentum racing. Just race goes on, I progress better, and with these short cautions and everything, just didn't help me.
All right, man. Well, a fantastic night. I'm sure you got shout-outs. I'm sure you got a few thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, for sure. Girlfriend Lexi, B Hall for a good-looking car again. J&A Auto Trim, Rosscliff RV, LeMay Motorsports, also Central Services for sponsoring the event or series. I'm probably forgetting one, but Rich's Auto, there it is.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on another great run, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Yep, for sure. See ya.
JJ Schilling, your third place driver. Let's get ready to move over here. And talk to Ryan Fisher if we can. Ryan Fisher, you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, a second place run, and you had to battle pretty hard for it tonight, man. Tell us about that run in the feature.
Yeah, the feature went pretty well. That heat race that we had was a hell of a lot of fun too. But yeah, it was some awesome racing in the feature. I guess I could get the car to work in the slick. It was working pretty decent. So.
Well, it looked like things changed a little bit during that feature, and I talked to JJ, and he was able to make the car work in the slick a little bit, and it looked like you kind of moved around all over. Where was the best place to put the 41 machine tonight?
Honestly, 1 and 2. I it was such a long way around the top. You kind of had to run the slick, and then 3 and 4, I was going in high, kind of checking it down and trying to drive it straight off the bottom and diamonded it off, and I was getting really good runs off the corner. So that was probably definitely the place to pass, was in 3 and 4.
Well, fantastic run tonight. Second, I'm sure you've got plenty of people you'd like to thank for the fast hot rod this evening.
Yeah, I got to thank Colorado Auto Solutions, Carbon Digital, Agent Stratton, Snap Pickles, Central Services for sponsoring this league. It's awesome what they do. So, yeah, that's everybody.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you back next week in the late models.
Yep, see you, Roger.
All right, now let's see if we can get to our winner, Tyler Goodwin. Tyler is our winner tonight. Or I'm sorry, Jacob, not Tyler, Jacob.
To your channel.
Oh, you're not supposed to be here.
User was moved to your channel.
Tyler Goodwin, you got a copy.
Out of your channel.
Yes, sir.
Well, we grabbed the wrong guy. We grabbed your teammate. We don't want to talk to him at all. We want to talk to you. Awesome run. You took the lead, and really, you only had one challenge. Schilling got back and kind of poked his nose in there, and no one really came after you too hard there. Tell us about the run in the feature.
Yeah, I mean, the track was really coming to me getting towards the end of the race. I mean, coming into one, I had a bigger run than Schilling. I should have checked up, and I did apologize to him for getting into him. It definitely isn't the way I usually race, but I mean, things happen. It is racing and it is street stock, so that's all I can really do.
Well, still an awesome run. A win is a win. Sometimes, things happen between drivers, but it's been a while since we've really had a chance to see. You get out here and stretch yourself. You're usually starting fairly deep in these things because something crazy happens in your heat race. Tonight, not a whole lot of issues, man. What's that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it really is with this track. I mean, street stocks and Volusia is kind of my thing here. Obviously, my teammate Jacob had good luck here last season, coming from last to first. So I guess it's kind of a team thing, coming here and doing well. Kind of got to get your elbows out here, but it's good racing.
Well, an awesome run, man. A victory. I'm sure there's plenty of people on that car that you'd like to thank before we let you pop the champagne this evening.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Central Services for sponsoring the event. Hales Corner, always putting on a good show. You, obviously, for broadcasting every week. Always a great time. 1525 Motorsports, Drake, Rob, Jacob, 1525, and then Milkman Designs.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations on the win. We'll look forward to seeing you. I'll see you Wednesday night, but we'll look forward to seeing you back in the late models here next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks you.
Your winner tonight, Tyler Goodwin. Take a quick look at our results. Get them to pop up. Goodwin wins it. Fisher was second, then Schilling. Reed Rundle in fourth. Nate Sievert fifth. Jacob Crawford was sixth. Seventh went to Cole Duggar. Good run for him. Crawford picked up 11 spots in that sixth place finish, by the way. He is your big mover for the evening. Kinjerski was 8th, Urban 9th, Bittinger 10th, 11th to Skylar Woods, Peter Brees 12th, John Brenner 13th, 14th to Keegan Bush, Kip Duggar was 15th, 16th was Chris Johnson, Bo Ambosen 17th, Dan Tofelsky 18th, and then Dean Burnt and Randy Brunner rounded out the field. Great job by everybody tonight. We're back here next week. Same track. Be a 35-lap feature. It'll be the Pro Late Models. Round number 10. Fifth round for the Pro Lates. Should have Zach Krieger back in the booth with us next week. He always comes in for the late model portion of the show. Don't forget Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Right here, Dominic Santino will have the call. Wednesday Night Warriors, Dirt Slingers Racing League. The General Tires Winter Nationals. Drivers will be racing for a pile of cash, a set of General Tires, and everything else that Dirt Racing Network, Dirt Slingers Racing League, Tim Sims can think of to throw in the pot, or anything that we can come up with. May even have something going for the fans, so don't forget to tune in, say hi in the chat. We may even have some trivia. We may have some games. You never know. With us, it's hard to tell, especially when Tim's involved in something, because he changed his mind more than a woman will change hers sometimes. We love him to death, but he really loves this stuff, and he really gets into it with the fans and the drivers. So be sure you tune in for that. Be round number 1 of 12 for those guys. It'll be a great season. A lot up for grabs, so we should have some great drivers in there. Dominic will be on the call for that, like I said. And for he and I here at the Dirt Racing Network, guys, we know you can tune in anywhere and watch this stuff. You choose to tune in here. We appreciate it greatly. So until we see you the next time, don't forget your likes, your shares, your follows over on the Facebook page. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. And keep it dirty